What's up, everybody? Where's Mo at?
What up? What up? What up?
With your hands, say it to my face.
Yeah, hey, so I don't know if y'all got the text or not.
Yeah, you just sent it to me. I heard it fine.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, hey, so what's up, guys? So what the plan was, we're going to be backstage. The music was going to play. We were going to come in. Didn't work like that. So you got to, I guess they got to be in since they're playing it from there, blah, blah, blah. So we're freestyling right now, fellas. This is a straight up live stream. So y'all want to play it now or?
I think we already played it, man. I think everyone heard it.
No, I don't think
who heard it.
Oh, everyone. Oh,
yeah.
Now we'll close out with it. Let's roll because we already.
Yeah. We'll just go into the card and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, coolly. Yo, hey, stay at the end. We'll drop the song. That was a little Cardone. Hey, you heard just a tad bit of it. They were over there jamming out. I'm sitting here backstage. I'm like, I can't hear it. I look at Brady. I'm like, I don't think Brady can hear it. Then I see in the chat talking about what's taking so long, and I did the math in my head because I'm Rain Man, like Jeff Slaughterhouse called me the other night, and I pieced the puzzles of together. But yeah, we'll play that at the end. Right now is UFC 256. Deiveson Figueiredo versus Brandon Moreno. That's right. A couple weeks ago, he came out, defended his strap. Quickest turnaround in UFC championship history. So I think my man's going to make history. I think P might have a little thingy thing on him. He thinks he's going to make history. We'll get with the rest of the panel. Before we do, let me slide it over to the man with the great hair, Mr. Preston, the VPP of the group. What's up, brother?
Yeah, what's going on, everyone? Chat, Mo, Brady. Yeah, good card tomorrow. Pay-per-view, nice card. Couple cancellations, but overall, still a pretty damn good card. So we'll make some money on it.
That's right. And we got the man with the big brain of the group, the man coming off a record live stream. That's right. Off of his channel, DFS by the Numbers. I'm sure you know about it. If you don't, check it out. We got the man coming in. Look like he's pretty much signed up for the Marine Corps over here. Tent Hut. What's up, Brady? How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I went from looking like a caveman to going to the Marine Corps now. But yeah, I really needed this haircut. It's been like months since I wanted one. Got COVID, so couldn't get a haircut, and now I was finally able to get one. And what a great card we have here. Of course, we did lose a couple so far, but crossing my fingers that we don't lose any more because, man, Deiveson Figueiredo, Brandon Moreno, Tony Ferguson, Charles Oliveira, and a bunch of fun fights scattered out throughout the card. So I have a lot of bets we're going to talk about. I'm sure you guys are going to have a lot of bets as well, and let's make some money.
Right, that's right. Glad to have you on, big brain. Then we got the El Jefe of the group, the El Presidente, the man with the big, you know what I'm saying? We got Big Jeff Slaughterhouse in the building. What's up, Big Jeff?
What up, baby? What up? Coming off a monster 3 weeks. If y'all guys been following, Twitter picks are hot. 55 units up, baby. Let's keep it rolling. Our goal is to hit that 60 by the last event here of the year, and looks like we're gonna do that because this card is pretty money, like everyone else said. So let's get it started, bro. But first, we're gonna tell y'all where we're reading our lines from. Isn't that right, Mo?
That's right, brother. You can catch them lines off mybookie.ag. That's right. If you are not on a book, make sure you go over there. Go to mybookie.ag. Use code PUBSPORTS on mybookie.ag. Save up to 50%. Get a 50% bonus on your cash deposit. Must be a minimum of $99 and 100% bonus on Bitcoin deposit. Minimum of $100, maximum of $1,000. So if you're going to use it, use that one time, wham, boom, bam, make you some money. You're already flipping cash that way. So that's what we're reading the lines tonight. Let's talk more action. Let's dig into it, boys. This is UFC 256. First fight on the card. We got Peter Barrett coming up against Chase Hooper. Chase Hooper coming up, the favorite, the minus 340 favorite. The comeback on Peter Barrett is plus 265. Big brain, what you think about it?
Yeah, so, first fight of the night here, and I'm kind of surprised that Hooper is such a big favorite. We talked about this on the Tuesday show. Like, Hooper is not that great. I know Peter Barrett's not great as well, but if Barrett's able to stuff the takedowns and keep it on the feet, he could have some success here. And the thing about Hooper is, like, his wrestling is very, very bad. He doesn't go out there and get your traditional takedowns. What he's going to do is probably either take Barrett's back standing or even pull guard. I've seen him pull guard a ton. And I don't know. I don't think Hooper's really UFC level yet. I think he has a lot of opportunity to be very very good, but he's still very, very green, very, very young. Peter Barrett's going to have a lot more experience. He's going to be older by like 13 or 14 years. It's definitely dog or pass. Like, I'm not going to lay the minus 340, like you said, on Hooper. If anything, I might take a shot on Hooper or Barrett by KO. That's like plus 1,000. I think Barrett by first round KO is like plus 2,200. But I'm not betting Hooper. But so I'll probably throw some change on Barrett, man. I think he's very, very live in this spot. I'm not sold on Hooper yet. He's looked very bad so far in the UFC. I know he got that first win in the UFC against Tamer, but Tamer made some awful decisions in that fight. So I'm actually going to take Barrett here as a big underdog pick. And like I said, I'm probably going to sprinkle some change here on Barrett by KO tomorrow on the live stream.
Ooh, so let me ask you, Brain, before we get to P. Tuesday, am I correct when I say that you said you were going Hooper?
Yeah, I was going Hooper, not confident in it, but
So what changed your mind? What tape did you watch between now and then that you said, you know what, I'm going to pull the trigger on Barrett? Because a lot of people watch your stuff, so you are being held for all your accountability. So that's a big step for you. So what was it that you saw that's going to make you take that leap?
I mean, I guess that grows some balls, man. I mean, especially like I'm just going to throw someone on Barrett. I'm not overly confident in it, but I don't think Hooper should be like minus 350, minus 400. I'll say that much.
Nice. I like that, Brain. P, what you think about it, brother?
Yeah, I mean, I don't fault Brady there for taking Peter Barrett because, Chase Hooper cannot throw punches at all. His striking, his stand-up's horrible. Caceres really lit him up bad, made him look like a fool. And then me and Jeff talked about it. It was probably 2 weeks ago. I saw the line. It said Chase Hooper minus 420, 450. I'm like, what the hell is this? Is this the same kid who just got beat by Alex Caceres? Like who's he fighting? Then I looked who he fought, and Peter Barrett just puts himself into triangle chokes.
Yeah.
Like this guy is horrible on the ground. So what I ended up doing, I have under 2.5 here, parlayed. I think either way, like Bray just said, Barrett gets the finish or Hooper gets the sub. If I have to lean, I'll take Hooper. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend parlaying him just because of his deficiencies standing. Like it's really bad. So I'll lean Hooper, but I do like the under. I see a finish here for sure.
Yeah, nice. I agree with that just because, I mean, like you said, dude, Barrett's a tough guy, but I mean, we know Hooper's not going to knock him out. Hooper's path to victory is by sub. And I think the only way to play this by here is by submission minus 110. That's a good fair price, minus 110 by sub. Like Preston alluded to, Barrett throws himself in these chokes. Hooper is a straight up, great grappler. Like he does get in those grappling positions, long, lanky. I mean, he's a nightmare for someone like Barrett that doesn't grapple too well. So I think if he can get in his element, man, I think he wins this fight. But I'm not going to be mad at anyone that takes a shot on Barrett because Hooper, when he takes these shots too, even by Alex's last fight, they weren't heavy blows, but the way Chase responds to those hits, like I just don't like what I'm seeing. He kind of curls up. He doesn't react well. He kind of jumps back and then it kind of seems like he's just going to start chasing these sloppy, one-legged takedowns. And I don't like that against someone that's a brawler like Barrett. So if I had to bet it, Hooper by decision for minus 110, but
by submission, you mean?
It's a waste of money, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you meant submission. I mean, and kind of like what Jeff's saying. It's kind of like yesterday, Mo. You saw the fight, the Gracie guy. Minus 50, he gets knocked out in round 2. No stand up at all. Hooper's better than him, but you can't just rely on straight grappling, especially at this level.
No.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, boys. I think Hooper will win, but I'm not running to the pay window to bet or anything like that. This is how I see this fight going down. I think why Caceres was able to make him look so ridiculously stupid was because his fighting style. He likes to stay on the outside, left to right movement. He's not going to engage in the grappling with you. If you're better, he's going to stay at the end, jabs, 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 move, move, move. Chase Hooper, when he gets hit, he just crashes forward and tries to, do a sloppy single like Boss said, or tries to clinch up just to engage that clinch. And then from there, it's kind of his world. He pulls guard, something like that. The kid is a beast on the ground. But I don't, but Barrett don't fight like that. Barrett's going to come forward. He's going to crash, throw big bombs. And like Preston said, he throws his head into triangles. He throws his head into guillotines. And that's kind of how I see it going down. Barrett's going to walk forward. He's going to rock Hooper. Hooper's going to clinch to stop all the stuff. Barrett's going to drop down for a single, or some kind of scramble's going to happen, and then Hooper's going to snatch his ass. So the pick is Hooper. The pick is by submission, but not running to the pay window. So, boys, we got a couple people in here. If you could take the time, hit that like button. That's how YouTube knows you enjoy what we got going here. Also, if you're new, if you're catching the replay, hit that subscribe button. We go live 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single Friday, breaking down the UFC card. We also go live for the UFC events from start to finish, live betting it, play-by-play, live fight companion. We're all kicking it and having fun on a Saturday night, so make sure you're rocking with us there. And also, if you could share the link, copy it, take it to your phone contact, send it to your best friend, let somebody know where you're at tonight. Let's roll through the chat real quick, show some love. We got Bloodthirsty in the building, Deer Slayer, Mr. Cardone, that's right. Check out Cardone on Higgins podcast, him and Higgins, that's Higgns. I believe that's right. If I mess that up, my apologies. We'll get it right, get it tight. But you could catch him over there. He talks conspiracies, all kinds of good stuff. And one hell of a musician, too. You'll be catching that at the end of the episode. So make sure you're locked and loaded on that. Shout out to you, Cardone. We got Miss Valerie in the building. Moose, Clint from the Die Hard MMA podcast. Shout out to you, bro. Gerald in the building. Chris. We got BSP. Check him out on Twitch, boys. That's twitch.tv/Pub Sports Radio. That's right. We're invading the Twitch network now. So go over there, support BSP. He's on some gaming over there. And you never know when you're going to catch the panel over there on Twitch. So make sure you're locked and loaded over there as well. UFC betting experience. Billy Brisbane in the building. What's up, young Billy? So we got some people in there. We'll continue this shout out after this next fight right here. MyBookie.ag says we got Sam Hughes coming in facing Tecia Torres. Tecia Torres, the big favorite, -700 on MyBookie.ag. Sam Hughes, the comeback on her is +475. The over-under is set at 2.5. The over 2.5 is -315. The under 2.5, the comeback is +255. What you think about it, Brain?
I mean, we have a lot of great cards. I mean, great fights on this card. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this fight. I think Torres is going to win just based off of experience. I think she's going to have a huge speed advantage, but she's a huge favorite. I don't necessarily agree with that. I can kind of see why, just because of the gap in experience. She has been fighting the best of the best most of her career there. So I'm going to pick Torres to win, probably by decision, even by decision like -175. So I'm just going to straight pass here. I see some people taking shots on Sam Hughes, and I actually don't think she's that bad, but I just think the experience is going to be too much here for Torres. I think she's going to win by decision.
Very nice. VPP, what you think about it?
Yeah, let me go. What's going on, Connor, Ali, Cardone, we will play the song at the end. So, like, Mo
we
said,
screwed up at the beginning. We'll get that shit right next time. Tomorrow. Catch us tomorrow, too.
Yeah, so we'll get that good. I spoke to Mo about this fight when it got announced. I really thought Tecia Torres would roll, and then I look, and my book doesn't show it till today, and she's -700. So can't really bet it. She opened -400. People somewhere got the rounds over 1.5 rounds at even money.
What?
That's where it opened in some books in Vegas and offshore. And here I am. I have an over 2.5 at -350.
Money in the pocket.
Yeah, I have an over 2.5 at -350. I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's going to be Torres by decision. She's just quicker. I think she has better wrestling. And Sam Hughes, huge jump up in competition. She lost to Vanessa Demopoulos, whoever her name is. That was a good fight, though, because Vanessa came back and won that fight. And Hughes isn't bad. She's just not UFC caliber right now. So, Torres by decision, but the line is ridiculous.
That's right. What you think about a boss?
Yeah, I'm just going to say Tecia Torres. That's all I got to say about that.
That's it. Wham, bam, boom.
These guys already said everything I could say. Move on.
That's right. The only thing I could add to it is Sam Hughes. Like they said, she's not bad, but we're talking levels here. Tecia Torres is a couple notches faster than what Hughes is going to be. And Tisha's going to do what Tisha does, in and out movement, and take it to a decision and win a decision. So, yeah, no need to just nail this one in the dirt. So let's get on to the next one. Shout out to a couple more people. We got Bassett in the building. First name, last name, UFC Shark. We got Boogs TV in here, also known as Ali. So shout out to you, Ali. Connor Mack Picks. Connor Miggin and Mac. Check him out tomorrow morning on them college football picks. You want to check him out. You want to get some winners. Be sure to rock with him tomorrow morning. Skywalker DFS. Check him out on YouTube. We got all kinds of supporters. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking with this Junior Smile. Next up, coming from mybookie.ag, we got Renato Moicano coming in, facing Rafael Fiziev. Fiziev coming in, the minus 145 favorite. The comeback on Moicano, the slight dog, plus 115. The over-under set at 2.5. The over is minus 125. The under 2.5 is minus 105. What you think about it, Brady?
Hey, this is a really intriguing fight here, and honestly, a really tough fight to call. Moicano is going to be, he's a really good grappler. If he gets this fight down to the mat, he's going to have a lot of success. The problem is that Fiziev's takedown defense has looked really legit thus far in the UFC. 100% takedown defense, but we got to kind of look at the level of competition, and this is going to be his toughest test by a mile here. So I don't know. I feel like this fight's really close. I feel like the value could be on Moicano. I'm slightly going to lean with Fiziev and pick him to win because I think he is going to stuff those takedowns, but I think the striking can actually be close. Moicano does throw a lot of volume, a lot of output. The only problem is Moicano's chin. I mean, he's been knocked out twice. He got knocked down by a jab before and got submitted shortly after. And Fiziev, he's not much of a finisher so far in the UFC, and I think people are making the mistake thinking that he's some type of decision guy. But looking back before his, I think he has 3 UFC fights, the dude's finished every single one of those fights. So he is a finisher, just not yet in the UFC. I think those finishes will come. And he has a 76% finish rate, 63% by knockout. Moicano has a 50% finish rate, 50% by submission. And what I did was I played the fight doesn't go to decision prop, and I actually really like it. I got it at minus 110 because neither guy has lost by decision yet. Both guys have been finishing all of their losses. Like I mentioned, Moicano getting knocked out twice, being submitted once, and Fiziev did get knocked out by a spinning back kick. So I think this is going to be an absolute war. I think if it stays on the feet, Fiziev is definitely live for a knockout because of Moicano's chin. And I think if Moicano somehow gets us to the mat, maybe he does, I think he's very live for the submission. So instead of betting aside, I did play that fight doesn't get the decision. I also like the under as well.
Very nice, sir. Young Preston, what you think about it, brother?
Yeah, this is a great fight. Rafael Fiziev came out against Mark Diakise with a huge, great performance. Really tore it up. Great head movement. Some of those Matrix-style avoidances of those head kicks. But now he's against a totally different fighter in Renato Moicano. Moicano's really good, but like Brady said, chinny. I thought Moicano was going to run through Jose Aldo when they fought a year and a half ago, and then once he got hit, he shelled up pretty bad. But his last fight, he looked good. This is at 155 now, so he moved up in weight, looks good, good weight cut, and I'm going to take Moicano here to get him down and beat him up. Even though I do think Fiziev is a really good fighter, I think this is a tough matchup for him just because I think Moicano's striking isn't that bad, and I think on the ground he does have a decent advantage. So I'll take Moicano here. No bet, though, but I think Moicano can get it done.
Yep. I'm on board with Moicano here. And in fact, he is one of my better bets because I think he's just leaps and bounds better, than Fiziev. Fiziev, I mean, yeah, he's probably got the kickboxing advantage. He's faster, quicker, and we saw his head movement and all that kind of stuff. But his competition level hasn't been great, and compared to Moicano's pedigree, I mean, dude, he got knocked out twice at the 140, at down below. So now he's coming up to the 55, and I think that's where he belongs, man. And he's going to be the bigger fighter by far. He stood toe to toe with Calvin Kattar. I mean, he out-volumed him. So he's a little underrated on the feet, in my opinion. People don't give him as much credit as he deserves on the feet. Yeah, he's a little chinny, but like I said, that was at 145. I like Fiziev, but at the price, man, I've got to go with my guy. He's just leaps and bounds better in the grappling department. And I think he gets it by sub, and that's one of the props Buy sub plus 400. I'm going to take a stab at it.
Very nice. Yeah, if he wins, I mean, I think he can very easily, not easily, but that's definitely his path to victory. That's definitely where he's leaps and bounds better than Fiziev. I think Fiziev will keep it where Fiziev is comfortable. That's on the feet. Whether he finishes them or decision, I think that he will outstrike him. And if Mr. Moicano can't find the way to either level change, get him against the cage, find a way to get it to the mat, I don't see him outstriking him. So I'm going to go with my gut and go Rafael. But this is kind of a coin flip for me. This is one I'm definitely not betting. I'm not throwing in any type of parlay or anything like that. So I'm not mad at anybody that does bet it, but me, I just don't have just that good of a read on it. So, but my pick is Rafael. Shout out to you boys over there in the chat. I see you over there filling it up. If you could, make sure you're sharing that link. Click that thumbs up. That's how YouTube knows you enjoy what we got going here. You know we're here every single Friday breaking down the card. One last look after the weigh-ins. We're giving you our opinions, our bets, any bets that we have live right now. You can catch us here. P, let's say people want to get jacked up forearms like you. Where do they need to go?
Bulksupplements.com. Enter that promo code PUBSports. You'll get 5 to 10% off your first purchase. It's bulksupplements.com. And then if you need a nice in-between snack before pumping some iron, go check out Built Bars. BuiltBars.com. Promo code PUBSports. You will get 20% off that first order. So if you want to be bulked up, there's where you need to go.
Nice. Shout out to you, Spencer Skaggs, Cody Fisher. Trying to make sure we at least hit all the names once, because if it wasn't for you boys in the chat, we would just be sitting here talking fights. So we want to make sure we give back to y'all, show y'all some love.
There we go. Gino got his pine bark extract from bulksupplements.com.
Woo! There you go, Gino. You trying to get like that, huh? I like your style, bruh. Like your style. Also, somebody I was looking for it. I don't see it, but somebody was asking what time we start tomorrow. As soon as the fight start, bruh. So be sure you're locked and loaded here with us tomorrow. We will be here from start to finish for the fights. Next up on mybookie.ag, we got a banger, boys. We got Cub Swanson coming in facing Daniel Pineda.
Hey, Mo, I'm just going to stop you real quick. I think we skipped Q and Gavin Tucker.
Oh, let's see. We skipped that. Yep. No, you're right. So we'll go ahead and nail that one down right now. Good call, boss. We got Billy Quarantillo coming in, the minus 165 favorite. The comeback on Gavin Tucker is plus 135. Brady, what you think about it?
Yeah, I have a bet on Billy Q. I bet him earlier in the week, and I really do like this guy. I mean, I like his style. I like his toughness. I like how he gets better as the fight goes on. I like his output. He does land 7.5 significant strikes per minute compared to Tucker's like 3.5. And I just like this matchup for him as well. I mean, Tucker, watching tape on him, there's a big elephant in the room, and it's that Rick Glenn fight where Glenn was able to knock him down. He did take down Tucker 4 times as well, which those are Glenn's only 4 takedowns in the UFC. Tucker has a 40% takedown defense. I mean, everything to me is pointing towards Billy Quarantillo here. I mean, this dude's going to throw a ton of output. He can go a hard 15 minutes easy. I think he's going to have the better cardio, the more output, the tougher fighter as well. We just saw Tucker getting knocked down by Justin James in his last fight. Of course, he was able to come back. That's because Justin James gassed out. Billy Quarantillo is not going to gas out. So, like I said, I do like Billy here a lot. I like him more at the price I got him at. I don't know if I would bet him at, what's he at right now, like minus 160, minus 170. I probably wouldn't touch him there, but I do feel like I got an early line early in the week. But give me Billy Q here all day. I really like this guy.
Hey day, all day, Billy Q for the big brain himself. Shout out to Skywalker DFS dropping that $2 dono. Said times are tight, boys. Hey, we understand, brother. We appreciate you just taking the time for rocking with us, let alone dropping that dono. So special shout out to you, Sky. Yes, if you want to be like Sky and throw a little back to the cause, you can do that through Super Chat down there where you type a little comment to the left or right. You'll see a $sign. If you want to hit that bad boy and put in a dollar to whatever is appreciated, all goes back to the channel. We got Nikki coming through with a 369.
Uh-oh.
There you go. 369. Damn, girl, you fine. Hey, Nick's going to go up to a girl tonight. He's going to say, damn, girl, you so fine. I wear your skin as a coat.
That 369 is going to be the starting point for tomorrow's first shoey.
There it is. Oh, shit. So you boys hear it here. It's going to be a wild thing if we're doing shoeys for 369.
Every time he times it by 2, so.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so it's going to keep working up.
There you go. Shout out to you, Nicky. Be safe tonight, bro. So, P, what you think about this fight?
Yeah, thanks, Skywalker. Thanks, Nick, for the donations. And I pretty much agree with Brady there with Billy. Gavin Tucker, he gets hit a lot, and Billy Quarantillo likes to put the pressure on. And he gets these finishes too. Like against Spark Carlisle, he was put in some pretty tough positions, and he toughed it out, got back up, put it on Spike at the end. And I think Gavin could gas out here, and then Billy could get a late finish. He's really good. He's a good prospect. The line didn't make a whole lot of sense. This is another one. Last week or 2 weeks ago, the line, Billy was actually the underdog. He was plus 100, and Gavin Tucker is minus 110, 120. And I didn't understand the line because I just didn't realize who Gavin Tucker was. Then you look him up, and now obviously the line's going Billy Quarantillo's way. So, I think Billy Q gets a third-round finish, I'll go with. The only worry is everyone's on him, but the line's going the right way. And when the line usually goes the right way, that's good for your bet. So Billy for the win.
Yeah, I mean that, and everyone's always on everyone. So I would take Billy Q up to 250. That's how confident I am in him. I mean, I think he's going to win this fight, no problem, whether it's decision, finish. I mean, maybe he'll catch him in a sub. They're both black belts on the mat, so that kind of maybe void itself out. Although Billy fights like the longer guy, his forward pressure, and he's just straight up going to out volume the dude. He's tougher. I mean, let's just be honest. So I think this is the easy win, maybe the easiest win. Like I said, dude, I'd feel comfortable all the way up at minus 250. I think he's that much of a favorite. I mean, so I'm going to take this pretty heavy. And actually, I think I put it out as my heaviest bet on the Twitter pick. So, yep, I like Billy.
Nice. Panel, lock it down, Billy Q. I'm riding with y'all. I think that this is a matchup of volume, and Tucker doesn't have enough volume to beat Billy Q. I don't think he has the power to one-shot pot him to, where it's going to knock him out. I don't think he has the volume to beat him in a decision. I don't think that I don't think that his grappling or jiu-jitsu is as good as Billy. I think Billy beats him all aspects. I don't know how he beats him. I don't know if he finishes him or a decision, but I'm very confident that Billy Q will pick up the W here. We got some people going against us in the chat, but this is what it's all about. And we ain't against each other. We're against the bookies, boys. We want to smash those bookies. So, but we got Ali, aka Boogs, in the chat. He's on Tucker. We got Dr. Sanjay. Tucker going to come through for Canada. So there you go.
My Tucker, man. Like I even was leaning him at first. I do like him, but I don't think he has enough on the feet, man.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you kind of got it. Like later in the fight, then the card we'll talk about Dern and who's Dern fighting?
Virna, Jandiroba.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. It's the same thing. Like you got to void out the jiu-jitsu almost. So. Yeah. On the feet, Billy, I think night and day. Don't you? I just don't see how.
Yeah.
Gavin likes to get in and out, but he just doesn't. Billy's not going to.
He doesn't throw enough. He doesn't throw enough.
Either. He's just going to keep walking.
Yeah.
Going to keep walking him down. So I don't know, man. I don't think Gavin's going to be able to in and out his way through this fight.
Ooh, big Greg Sam's coming straight from Canada with the 250 dono. Shout out to you, Greg Sams. He says, it's DuBronx's time to shine. So we see which way Greg. DuBronx always live. We will get to that. That is the co-main, but shout out to you, Greg. We appreciate you just rocking with us, watching. We definitely appreciate you taking the time to hit that dono. So happy holidays to your brother. Appreciate you for rocking with us. Next up on the card from mybookie.ag. Now we're getting on to that Cub Swanson versus Daniel Pineda. Pineda coming in the minus 165 favorite. Cub Swanson coming in the underdog. The comeback on Swanson is plus 135. The over-under set at 2.5. Even both set at even money. So what you think about this, Brain?
Yeah, I love this fight right here, and I love the play I have. So I mentioned this on my breakdown video earlier in the week, and just because it stuck out so much, and it's going to be Daniel Pineda inside the distance. I got it at plus 140, and I'll tell you why. I mean, Pineda, he's 35 years old, and this dude is in his prime. Like, we haven't seen him look this good ever. I mean, this is someone who's fought in the UFC, I think around like 2013, 2014, and is finally made his return against Herbert Burns and looked fantastic. And just watching tape on Pineda, like, the dude looks legit. And I thought it might have been because of the PEDs, because he was on PEDs for a little bit. But he came in the Herbert Burns fight not on PEDs and still did his thing. And the thing about Pineda is he's finished all 27 of his wins by finished. All 27. That's crazy. We do not see that all too often. And actually, it would be all 29 wins if he didn't pop for PEDs and turn those 2 wins into no contest. So
that's 19 KO TKOs. 8 submissions, in case you were wondering. No, that other way around, right? 19 submissions.
Yeah.
8, okay, yeah. 19 submissions. Is that right?
Yes.
18, yeah, 19, 18, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane there. And then Cub Swanson, I mean, someone who's 38 years old. He's 1-4 in his last 5 fights, coming off of a major surgery, coming off of a layoff. He's been submitted 7 times, been knocked out once as well. Taking Pineda as a minus 160 favorite, turning him into that plus 140 inside the distance, because if Pineda wins, I mean, we haven't seen him win by decision. It's just not something in his vocabulary. So I think there's a ton of value on that. And honestly, it's probably my favorite play on the slate. So give me Pineda to win here. I think he's the much better fighter at this point of their careers. If they would have fought in 2013, yeah, it'd be Cub Swanson all day. But Pineda, I do think he's in his prime. I do think this is the best he's ever seen. And Swanson, I can't really say the same. So give me Daniel Pineda here, and I like that bet a lot.
Very nice, sir. Yeah, we got some people in chat. Appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all rocking with us every single Friday. Let me see. Where was that one I was going to say? Somebody was asking what something meant. It was inside the distance. First name is what that stands for. But also, I was going to shout out Skywalker. He said he booked Jimmy Flick for an interview on his channel Tuesday. So be sure you're rocking with Skywalker DFS. Go check that interview out. He's always a professional. So shout out to you, Sky. We appreciate the love. What you think about it? We got Vince 79 Gator, Big Mo Daddy, and Brady. Appreciate the support, fellas. Let's smash those likes. VPP, what you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little worried with Skywalker with that interview, because Flick's got to be heading to Vegas for that weight cut, right? He fights next week against Dern. So,
he better watch his P's and Q's, huh, B?
Yeah, hopefully he's happy and not, cutting the weight. But this is an interesting fight, because Cub Swanson's fought at a who's who in really MMA in general. Beats Crone Gracie as an underdog his last fight, which made 0 sense to me. As we see with these Gracies, you can't trust them. You just can't trust them.
Gracie's like a punching bag, though.
Yeah, it's like it's like a gimme fight.
Yeah, no, that's how I feel about it. It's like,
yeah, but Daniel Pineda does look good. He comes out, beats the hell out of Herbert Burns as a plus 250 underdog. Now he's here against Cub Swanson, minus 165. I really do like what Brady said with that look. Every win's been inside the distance. He knocked out this Russian guy in like 30 seconds in PFL, and that Russian guy was supposed to be like super legit. He just like tore through him. So, man, because initially I was leaning Cub Swanson, but then he got a bad injury against Jake Shields in a grappling tournament. This is his first fight back from that.
his knee.
Yeah, I'll take Pineda here, and that plus 140, whatever you can get inside the distance is pretty good. That looks pretty good. I think Cub, his chin could get cracked too. He's older too. Like, I think one solid shot could put him down and out. So I like Pineda here.
Yeah. No, I'm on Pineda too. He's one of my best bets as well. I like him a lot, man. Although I do like Cub, like Preston said, he's fought in everyone. He's like a legend in the sport almost, but he is older. You don't know how motivated he is, and he's not that great at the grappling department, man, where you see Pineda excels. He's got 18, 19 submissions. I think he makes it 20. If it's 19, I think he makes it 20. If it's 18, I think he makes it 9. Anyways, I think he gets the job done by submission, and I like that prop as well, plus 200. I mean, I don't think he's going to want to stand and bang Cub, because Cub can knock him out. Pineda has been knocked out before, so I don't think that's his necessarily path to victory, and he's not the greatest striker by any means. So, don't let that fool you, but his submission's where it's at. That's his path to victory. it makes sense because Cobb Swanson, he's got how many losses by sub? I mean, it's quite a bit. 7 of them. I mean, he puts himself in bad positions all the time on the ground, and I think it's an easy win for Pineda. I mean, if he goes to grappling and he gets what he needs to do, he's gonna sub him. So I like the prop and him straight up.
Yeah, we're gonna solidify this as a panel lock. I'm right there with you boys. Before I watched tape on this, I was kind of considering Cub as a live dog just because he is who he, the name Cub Swanson, and to go what El Jefe said, his striking's not as good as what you portray in your mind. And you go back and you watch, he does a lot of stuff with his hands down. He relies on his speed, fast twitch muscle, and he's getting older. So that's going to slow down. Some of the things he does that I do not like in this matchup against Daniel Pineda is he gets hit. He gets cracked. I mean, Burns cracked him. If Burns is cracking you, bro, Daniel's gonna crack you. I mean, he has a lightning fast jab overhand. He goes straight to his grappling. He's aggressive when he's on the ground. I just see wherever this goes, I see Mr. DP, Daniel Pineda, getting a finish here. I think he's going to finish Cub. Plus, Cub doesn't have the big cage is this a big cage or small cage? It's a small cage, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he doesn't have the room to, maneuver left to right like he normally does. So I think Pineda will cut the cage off and find his chin, drop him down. He'll probably drop him, jump on him, and sub him. So the pick is Mr. Pineda. So Skywalker says, thanks, Mo. I will be shouting you guys out. So appreciate that, Skywalker. We're all one community here, so we're only good as the last person. So we appreciate you, Sky. And shout out to everybody else. I was also going to keep you boys in tune. We are on a path to 3K. That's right. Boss Man said he would like to get to 3K before 2021. You know what I said? I said, boss, we're going to get this bitch in a week. That's what we're going to do. We ain't going to mess around. We ain't waiting until 2021. We're going to dominate this jank this week. I would really love by Sunday Night Football, let's have that jank say 3K. Right now, we are 82 away. We are 2,918 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please take the time, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. We go live 7 days a week, whether it's football, whether it's Bellator MMA, whether it's UFC, whether it's NBA. We were talking some NBA before we went live. So, Big Brain could talk about NASCAR even if we need to. That's right. A bunch of left turns. Don't worry. He knows who's going to win. So be sure you're locked and loaded. Hit that subscribe button. And also just a little secret. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but me and El Jefe Presidente and Boston Nick, we got a little juicy little show coming for you boys. That's right. Because we know a lot of you guys like it. A lot of you people like it because we like it. And we're some alpha males. We're some wolves too. But we like the challenge. That's right. Don't act like you don't like MTV The Challenge. We're fucking wolf. We're fucking we ain't sheep. We're wolf dogs. But MTV Challenge is pretty dope. And we're going to be covering that bad boy starting next week. That's right, P. If you want to jump in, I know that you probably love the challenge. Here, I'm pointing at you right now, P. I see it in your eyes, bro.
I've never seen it. I've literally never seen an episode. I think I've seen one episode of Road Rules in like 2001. That's it.
Damn it, Preston. I ain't gonna talk to you about that shit no more. You're gonna be one of the dudes making fun of us. That's all right. I have a big back. I can take it. I got.
I mean, it's 30 seasons of some guy named Johnny Bananas, right? That's what it is?
Johnny Bananas not even on this season. If you watch our show next week, you'll know who the fuck it is.
So I'll tune in. I'll tune into the recap on Pub Sports Radio, and I won't even have to watch the show because you guys.
That's right, because you know that we're gonna bring the passion that's in the show, and if any mess ups, anything like that is going on in the show, we're gonna tell you which way they should have went, who got voted off, what drama's going on. So be sure to rock with us. Brady had enough. He said, I'm tired of this fucking challenge shit. I'm out of here. He said, I'm tired of this challenge talk. You cocksuckers, I'm out of here. You don't like Johnny Bananas either, bro?
I've never seen it.
Brady will be on his burner account watching. Don't worry.
Yeah, he will. Don't
worry. I'll tune in.
Guys, we ain't covering days of our lives here. We're covering the fucking challenge. So
Yeah.
let's talk about that. We already talked about it too much anyway. We're gonna fucking make
Y'all wouldn't know half the people there. It's all Big Brother cast and Leo from fucking the WWE, the little black short guy Leo, the little flying.
Yeah, I think they all do that though. Like they do Amazing Race.
Yeah, it's all CBS shit.
Yeah, there's like 100 of those type shows for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
sir.
so, yeah, we're spreading our wings and we're flying. So you might catch P doing some kind of hip hop show or something. Like, you never know. You know, he might spit a couple bars. You never know. So you could have Brady doing NASCAR. We're covering the challenge, and Preston's going to be the new Vlad TV. So
yeah, I'll get stabbed outside of a park bench somewhere, right, for an interview.
There you go. Wham, bam, boo. You just got to do what you got to do. Next up on mybookie.ag, UFC 256, we got Junior Dos Santos, JDS, coming in facing Ciryl Gane. Gane is the minus 425 favorite. JDS, the comeback on him is plus 325. The over-under set at 1.5, boys. The over 1.5 is minus 145. The under 1.5 is plus 115. What you think about it, Brady?
Yep, I mean, I've made a killing as of late fading this JDS chin, and I'm going to continue so here. And I don't think Gane has like this crazy murderous punching power like we've seen like Rosenstruck and Ganu. Curtis Blades kind of has some decent power, but I do like him as a fighter. I think he has a lot of upside, and the dude only has like, 6 or 7 fights, and it's kind of crazy to see him be like a minus 400 favorite, but I still think he's going to win here. And I do have him in a parlay as well. I don't think the line's all that off. Just because of how bad JDS has looked. And it's not just because he's getting knocked out. The dude's leaving a ton of openings. He's getting hit. He's shelling up. And I like I said, I think Gane's the real deal. I think he's going to get it done here, probably inside the distance. Like I said, he doesn't have crazy power, but I really don't think it's going to take much at this point to knock out Dos Santos there. But I don't really want to look at any props, but I do like him as a parlay piece to get it done here. And yeah, I think he has a really, really bright future.
Very nice breakdown, sir. What you think about it, Preston?
Yeah, I mean, this line is pretty controlled because his last fight, JDS, was pretty much a pick'em versus Rosenstruck, and now he's a 3-1 dog against, like Brady just said, a guy with 6-7 fights. But Gane is a really good kickboxer from France, and he's actually shown decent grappling in previous fights. And with Junior Dos Santos' chin, it just takes one solid strike to really put him out. So, man, I think Gane gets it done. Just laying the 425 is pretty risky. I have seen a few people take Dos Santos. I think they're banking on Dos Santos just moving out of the way and just jabbing Gane to death. But I think Gane will just start leg kicking him and trying to get inside, and just him with heavy knees, elbows, and will eventually land one of those and put him out. So, yeah, I'll take Gane. I think Gane in parlay is not horrible. I just don't like the price. But, yeah, I'll take Gane here.
And Gane is freaking he's underrated sub artist. I mean, look at out of all his wins, he's got 3 of them by sub, and he just kind of toys with these fucks. Like he hits them, knocks them down, and then like he had that one leg lock against who was it? Montel.
I think Dontel Mays.
May. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. He didn't he could have just finished him TKO, but he decided to go for that sub.
Yeah.
So who knows what that means? But no, I agree, man. JDS, everyone loves him. He's a legend, but man, his chin's done, I think. And I just don't think he has what it takes against this guy. This guy's a beast. He's #1 prospect around. And I mean, I take the best way for me to take it would be Gane by KO TKO for minus 125. I think that's the best route. I don't necessarily see him sub, but by submissions plus 700, and that is intriguing because he does have 3 subs compared to, it's his highest path to victory according to the share dog. But yeah, dude. I mean, I can't take JDS, so that's all. Not much else to say. JDS has not impressed me the last 3-4 years. Like honestly, it's been it's been that long since he's been really, really relevant. So I don't see it, man.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, boys. This is Ciryl all day for me. I mean, I know I say this a lot. It's just a lot of these fights are like this to me. I I can't play it in my head if it goes to a decision or if he finishes him, just because Gane's not known to be a power puncher. He's more of the lightning, to where you got Frankie Murder is more that one shot pound. You know what I'm saying? We got Gane. He's light on his toes. He's on the balls of his feet. He does hit you with combos. He hits you with big leg kicks. He's in and out. And this could go out a couple ways. You could have the JDS come out with just trying to jab you all night, trying to stay away and get pieced up that way, but not get finished. Or you could have the JDS that's going to come in and he's going to try to stay away, but then he's going to engage in the firefight. And then if he does that, he's going to get clipped and finished. So it's definitely Ciryl, but I'm not going to be betting this either way. You know, maybe throw Ciryl in a parlay, something like that. You know, if you're a parlay, something like that, I think he's definitely going to win. I'm just not sure how he's going to do it because, like Boss said, you know, he could knock him out or he could sub him. So in that case, what's the inside the distance? Do you boys know?
I don't.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He said minus 125 for KO, so I mean that's pretty good. But and subs what plus 700, so it's probably even money.
Yeah, it'd be close. I think. I mean, the under is fucking one. What was it? Shit.
Well, under 1.5 is plus 115.
I mean, so Jesus Christ, inside the distance would, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, no. So, you know, maybe, you know, Ciryl that way, but definitely Cyril's going to be. I kind of feel like UFC's kind of throwing JDS to be like the stepping stone for these new up and comers. You know, like Rosenstruck, and now, you know, he had to get knocked out. Didn't he get knocked out by Frankie Murder? Didn't he fight Frankie Murder, or am I wrong about that?
Yeah.
I mean. Yeah, I agree with you though, Mo. And it also is like weird because some of these fights seem like, you know, Dana, since he announced there's 60-something people going to be cut, like some of these, you know, maybe this is their last go. Like, you know,
well, I believe,
for instance, Jacare, and then you got JDS and even Cub Swanson. Like, come on, how much more is Cub going to fucking?
I don't know for certain, but I'm pretty certain this is his last fight on his contract for Dos Santos.
Yeah, see, so I feel like some of these fights have, you know, some meaning behind them as far as what's going to happen with these guys in the future.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, and Mills got inside the distance minus 165 for
Jesus.
Gane.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Shout out to Millie.
Plus money seems like it makes better sense.
Yeah, shout out to Millie. You can catch his show Seconds Out on Wednesdays. That's right. Check him and Lenny MMA Unhinged out. They put on a great show. Shout out to you, Millie. Greg Sam says parlay Moicano, Barrett, and Oliveira plus 1650. If it was me, brother, I don't never throw dogs in parlays. If you're gonna, in my opinion, if you're gonna play a dog, just get that plus money. But do what you want to do, brother. That's why it's called gambling.
Dogs could win. I mean, let's be honest.
Yep. Yeah, no, and it makes it juicier. So shout out to you. Next up on the card, we got Jacare coming in facing Kevin Holland. A straight up pick 'em, boys. The over under is set at 2.5, and that's a straight up pick 'em as well. Pick 'em all the way around here, boys.
And
Brady, which way are you picking them?
Yeah, Preston will probably know this though. Didn't this line open crazy too? Like what?
Yeah.
Didn't it flip?
Yeah, Holland was like almost a 2-1 favorite. Yep.
There you go, Brady. What you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, this is a pick 'em right now for a reason. This is probably the hardest fight to call on the card. And I do agree with the picking because I think it's 50-50 here. I think it's going to be whoever implements their game plan, whether it's going to be Holland keeping this fight standing for 15 minutes or until he gets a finish, or it's Jacare Souza getting a takedown. And I'm kind of leaning more towards the Souza side. I think that this is a big step up in competition for Kevin Holland, going from guys like Alexander Hernandez, Darren Stewart, Charlie Ontiveros to Jacare Souza. So, man, Kevin Holland's takedown defense is suspect. His IQ is very, very suspect. He initiates grappling with guys like Mearshart. He got submitted by Brendan Allen. He's been submitted before that as well. So I think if Jacare does get him down once, it's going to be over shortly after. But of course, if Holland's able to keep this on the feet, he's going to win a decision or even knock him out. He's going to have a 9-inch height advantage or reach advantage. He's going to be the
9-inch height advantage?
No, the 9-inch reach advantage. And he's going to be like the much faster fighter. But I just see Jacare clinching him up, taking him down, and at that point, seeing Darren Stewart have a ton of success on the mat against Holland, I think Souza is going to finish him here. I'm not going to bet it either way. If anything, No, I don't even like the props here. So I'm just going to sit back and watch. I see a lot of people really confident either way. I think this is a really, really tough fight to call, but I'm going to lean on the Souza side.
Nice, Preston. I'm curious to want to hear what you think about this fight, brother. What you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, if I had to bet it, I would for sure bet Jacare here. Holland was pretty dicey in that fight versus Dern Stewart. Dern Stewart didn't do a whole lot when he got him down, kind of just laid on him, but Holland plays too many games still. I think he thinks he's a lot better than he is. He is good. He's got good power, good striking, and that reach and the length helps a lot. But what Jacare can do is Jacare can just punch him, bully him into the clinch, and take him down. Jacare arguably beat Jan Blachowicz by split decision. He lost the split. I had Jan. I was pretty worried during that fight. Granted, that fight sucked. All he did was clinch him up against the cage, and then they threw about 5 punches around. This is a huge step in competition down for Jacare. He goes from fighting the current light heavyweight champ to Kevin Holland. I think Jacare can get him down, beat him up, and tap him out. I like Jacare here.
Yep. I'm on board with that, man. I was going to pick Jacare the whole time, and I agree with the by submission plus 225. That's his path to victory. I don't think he's going to want to stand and bang. Holland has the huge reach advantage, so if he wants to stay on the outside and play that game, Holland's going to piece him apart. It's that simple. If he doesn't play that game, like Preston said, he's going to put his head down, bully himself in there, play the inside boxing game, drag his ass down, and Holland doesn't mind taking full guard. I mean, he's I'm not going to say dumb, but he doesn't think. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is about him. I'm not going to say his IQ's dumb or anything like that, but
not the highest fight IQ.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like he's out there having fun playing, like it's not that serious to him. Maybe something like that, but
yeah,
Jacare, this could be maybe like, hey, dude, you don't fucking beat this. I mean, Preston said and I agree, it's a huge step down for him. If you can't beat Kevin Holland here, maybe you make that 60-person cut. Maybe his contract's up. Who knows? I mean,
the only
he is
fight
getting older, I mean, like how much more they just let you out. I mean, there's a lot of things going on. So, yeah, I do like by submission plus 225. I would definitely take a stab at that. That's his path to victory. He's not going to come out here and win a decision unless he lays on Kevin Holland the whole fight. But if it stands on the feet, Holland's going to pick him apart and probably win a decision.
Yeah, the only fight I didn't like from Jacare because I had him against Hermanson, and Hermanson really took it to him, and he didn't look good there. But he came back, fought Jan close, and this is the first fight since that. So I'm going to trust that Jacare still has some gas in the tank. Even though, yeah, people are saying the age, worried about the age. Yeah, it's a concern, but he looks good. Like, he looks in shape. He looks big. He looks strong. He's a natural 185-pounder. And, I mean, Holland's fighting every 2 months against nobodies. I mean, not nobodies, but it's like, who are you? You're just getting easy paychecks left and right. This is a big step up for him.
This is huge for him. If he wins this, man, he might have the best 2020 year out of anyone. And plus, that's fucking, I don't know.
I'll be honest. I would be shocked though if he knocks out Jacare, but
I would too, bro.
Crazier,
I don't think he knocks him out.
Yeah, crazier things have happened, I guess.
I could see him picking them apart if Jacare plays that game.
Yeah, earlier in the week I was on Holland, and it was because I was worried that he was going to piece him up. But the more I thought about it during the week, I mean, it's just such a huge step up in competition for Holland. And he does like to play around. And I think Jacare, I mean, all these fighters know that Dana's cutting people. You know what I mean? So he knows not to play the game. Sometimes with Jacare, it makes me mad because he'll want to stand up with you and, and play that game. And if he plays that game, Holland will beat him. He will win by decision, just by pure volume, just hitting him. But I don't think Jacare is going to do that. I think he might entertain it some in the beginning, but with that small cage, he will end up cutting the cage off. He'll clinch him. Either find the way to the mat, dirty box, something like that. I think he'll probably do an outside trip takedown. Holland is known, I've said this in the past on breaking down Holland's fights, that he likes to play off his back. So therefore, if he's tired, something like that, it's like riding a bike. You kind of do what you know when you're tired, and he will pull guard or he will go down a little bit easier because he thinks he's slick off his back. And if he does that against Jacare, it's going to be bad news. So I'm going to go Jacare. I'm going to go Jacare by submission. And, that's the side I'm going on. The kind of, the weigh-ins kind of solidified it for me. He looked good on, at weigh-ins. He didn't look all sucked in and all that good stuff. So I think Jacare's taking this seriously. We're gonna go Jacare. Yeah, I see you over there, locker room. Shout out to you. We got Vince 1979 Gator says Big Brady. Is that Soko?
Nah, that's tomorrow, man.
You getting wild with Soko tomorrow, bro? Hey,
No.
Are you beer bonging Soko tomorrow, bro?
No, I'll beer bong some beer, but not Soko.
Brady's saving
dangerous.
it for Miami next week.
Yeah. Go
exactly.
Miami. So shout out to you boys in the chat. If you could, make sure you take the time to hit that like button. That's how YouTube knows you enjoy what we got going here. Also, share this link, boys. Share it to your social medias, to your Facebook, to your Twitter. Also, you can copy the link, take it to your phone contacts, send it to your best friend. Let them know where you're at tonight. See if we can get some people up in her. We appreciate y'all. Also, if you don't have a book to bet on, you can use promo code PubSports on mybookie.ag. That's mybookie.ag for a 50% bonus on your cash deposit. Must be a minimum of $99 and a 100% bonus if you use Bitcoin. Minimum of $100, maximum of $1,000. So if you need a book to bet on, boys, go use Pub Sports and come rock with us as we live bet the event. Next up, we got maybe the people's main event. Mackenzie Dern coming in, the minus 185 favorite. The comeback on Virna Jandiroba is plus 155. The over-under set at 2.5. The over 2.5 minus 145. The under 2.5 plus 115. What you think about it, Brain?
Yeah, I mean, I've been eyeing Virna Jandiroba all week. I just didn't know how to play her, whether it was going to be betting her straight, whether it was betting her by decision, or whether it was betting the fight goes to the distance. And I think this is such a close fight. And for the Dern line to be like close to minus 200, I think it's a little crazy here. I mean, both fighters striking is very, very bad. You got to give Jandiroba the huge wrestling advantage. And I do want to point out some stats because it's pretty crazy. I mean, she's out here averaging 4.5 takedowns for 50 minutes with a 50% accuracy. Mackenzie Dern has a 7% takedown accuracy. 7%, like one of the worst I've ever seen, worse than like Paul Craig or Jared Mearshart. And Mackenzie Dern also has a 0% takedown defense as well. And I think that Jandiroba is going to come out here. I think on the feet it's going to be very, very close. I think she can get the takedown wherever she wants, and I don't think Dern's going to be able to take her down as well. So I can see Jandiroba getting on top of Dern, staying out of trouble. What I notice about Jandiroba is she's very safe on the mat. She prefers position over submission, which is something very, very smart in this fight. And of course, there's always the threat of like an armbar from guard or a triangle from Mackenzie Dern off her back. This is women's MMA, but I think that line is a little bit off. I think it should be closer towards a pick'em. So what I did was I played Virna Jandiroba wins by decision at plus 250. And I'll tell you why, because Dern's not getting knocked out. Jandiroba has 0 knockouts on her record. She has pillow fist. And then Jandiroba is not submitting Dern. Like, that is 100% not happening. So I think if Jandiroba wins, it's by decision. You get an extra, a little bit more money back at plus 250 there. So give me Virna Jandiroba to get the upset here on Dern. So hopefully it works out.
Very nice breakdown, Brady. Very nice. VPP, what's your thoughts on this one, sir?
Yeah, I mean, between Chase Hooper and Mackenzie Dern, you might have two of the worst strikers in the UFC going at it here. Yeah, they're bad. I agree. I like Jandiroba here, and what I actually did was kind of in line with Brady. I did over 2.5 in a parlay. I think that's pretty safe. I don't see either girl getting finished. Dern's grappling's too good, and Jandiroba, she's not going to finish her, and Dern's not going to finish Jandiroba. This could be a grappling, a mat battle, but even then, you can't lay this chalk with Dern. Dern almost she ain't getting knocked out, but she was getting hit hard by Hannah Cyphers. Like, Dern is not. I mean, she's a really good grappler, but that's pretty much it. I mean, it's dog or pass for sure, or take that over. So I like Brady's play there. I personally have over 2.5. I lane Jandiroba. I'm not going to bet it just in case Dern somehow just stays on top. But, yeah, that's where I'm looking.
Nice. What you think about it, boss?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to bet this at all, but I don't mind Brady's look at that. Our Preston's the over 2.5 minus 145. I think that's pretty safe. But man, it's a stalemate to me. It could go either way. And I kind of, to be honest, dude, I think Dern's better on the feet than Chase Hooper. I wouldn't even put Dern in that category because she has been working a lot. You can see her on her Instagram and some places.
Definitely has a better overhand.
The places I follow her, I mean, she went out, got a new boxing coach, and she's really fucking working hard on it. And let's be honest, dude, she has more power than Jandiroba. I've seen Dern drop some chicks, but you know, the whole takedown defense, her accepting her back, Jandiroba having the wrestling edge, and like Brady said, holding that position. That's a real good take because it's true. And if you could just hold position like that, Dern's going to just be on her back, and who knows what the, you know, it's going to look bad for the judges. But man, it's a close fight. I'm going to lean Dern, but you know, I have no say in this. I would take a stab at the over 2.5. I think that's a real good.
Yeah,
look.
I think that's pretty. I think
that's
safe. Yeah, I would bet 2,800 to win $2,000 on that.
minus
honestly.
145. I mean, Jesus, dude, that's very good. So, yeah, maybe that might be our flip that cash bet. We'll see.
Yeah, no, we got Johnny Cardone in the chat. He's saying draw opportunity. I mean, this could be normally like a draw, like you see like a striker versus grappler. A striker whoops that ass, gets to 10-8. The grappler comes,
Plus,
you know, grapples for the next 2 rounds, wins 10-9. But that could happen here. You could have somebody like Dern come out, have a good first round, a real good first round, look dominant, then Virna just come back. I personally don't think that. How I think it's going to go is just like Brain said. I think that when they're on their feet, okay, this could go 2 ways. This could go, if it stays on the feet, Virna, she ain't going to stay there long. She's going to change levels and shoot for a takedown because she is the way better wrestler. And if you watch her past fights, she doesn't play around. She goes to the grappling. And then we're going to see, that's what we're going to see for 3 rounds. And then we're going to see what Dern can do off her back. I think Virna's going to go to half guard, sit in half guard, ground and pound, look for that head and arm choke. She's not going to get it. Might go to side control. We might see Dern trying to, you know, get her hooks in, her butterfly hooks, get a sweep out of it, something like that. I think Virna's hips are going to be too strong. Or we're going to see a horrible stand-up fight where both girls don't want to go to the grappling because they both know that's where they're both good, and they're both hesitant and stand on the feet in a horrible kickboxing match. So I love that over 2.5. I probably will definitely take a stab on that. Right now, I locked Virna in earlier in the week as my one dog play. I took a little bet on her at plus 165. Lock that in. That's the only really bet I got rolling right now. The only single bet I got rolling. So I'm on Virna right here. I think we're going to see her win by decision. I don't think I don't think she can sub Dern, but also not that Dern can't sub Virna. I just don't think Virna's going to get caught in the spots that Dern's going to sub her. So I think we're going to see a lot of top control by Virna, and that's going to win her decision. So
if you're betting on mybookie.ag, they have another good look here. It's fight goes the distance. Yes, minus 110.
Oh, yeah. Right. That might be the play right there because I don't see either of them finishing each other. What about you, Brain?
I love it. I was really debating between either the Jandiroba decision or the over or the fight that goes to decision all week. So, yeah, I like it, especially at minus 110. That's crazy.
Very nice. Very nice.
I mean, you're paying a little extra for what, 2.5 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think
Either way.
Yeah, I like it for sure.
Either
yeah,
way.
and Sanjay, that is true. Mackenzie Dern does train with Jason Perillo. Yep.
Is that the boxing?
Yeah,
see,
the
that's what I'm
BJ
saying.
Penn's guy.
She
Yeah,
has
that's
on
BJ Penn's
Instagram.
guy.
I follow her, dude, because she is one of those Instagram chicks, and yeah, she's been busting her ass lately. So you know, maybe that whole rumor about her like not taking shit seriously, and I know she got she left one gym because they said she didn't work hard, blah blah blah. Maybe that.
Well, her husband and coach got
in a fight. Yeah, maybe that whole persona rubbed up to her. You know, maybe she's motivated. We'll see, but.
Well, hopefully not for 12.5 minutes. Let's hope it goes to decision.
Yeah, and that's the thing with 2 high-level black belts like this. Like, I know everyone thinks they're not going to sub each other, but honestly, these people roll jiu-jitsu in tournaments all the time. Either one of them could fucking catch each other anytime in a sub. You just never know. I mean,
yeah, true.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, anything could really.
Crazier stuff happen, like P said earlier.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I really like over 2.5 here.
Yeah, no, I like that play too.
Very nice. Very nice. Nice breakdown, fellas. We got 56 people in here. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us on this Friday night. Y'all could be anywhere, but y'all rocking with us. We are here every single Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, breaking down whatever UFC card is the next night. It's the night before the fight, and we just trying to get it right. You know what I'm saying? So be sure to be locked and loaded with us. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. We go live 7 days a week. We cover Bellator. I hit all my plays last night on Bellator. Didn't miss one. So I mean, we were killing the panel last night. We made money last night. I didn't bet anything on Thursday Night Football, but there's some people on the panel that were, and they made that money as well. You know what I'm saying? So Monday Night Football, you catch us there. Tuesday, that's when me and the big brain take our first look DFS edition at the current UFC card for the week. Wednesday, we got Millie Mills seconds out, so be sure to rock with Millie. Thursday, if there's a Bellator, you catch us live right there. If not, Thursday Night Football, right there live. When football ends, don't worry. Well, hey, Thursday's a challenge, so we're definitely going to be rocking the challenge on Thursday. So we got all kinds of content. Brady, wipe that fucking smirk off your face. Friday, we got Talking Hands right here. That's right. Hey, Brady, you better take a shot. We got Talking Hands.
Take your time,
We got 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Talking Hands. Saturday's the UFC card from start to finish. Then you got Saturday morning, you got some college football picks with Mickey to Mac. Then Sunday morning, you got some NFL picks with Mickey to Mac and Sunday Night Football. So Tuesday, Thursday, you also got Razor on the Ponies. You also got Billy Brisbane throughout the week covering his DFS. So check out Billy. You also got Big Show picks on the Twitch. So we're everywhere, boys. Go over there, Twitch. That's Pub Sports Radio, all one word on Twitch. Make sure you hit that follow. You never know when you're going to catch us over there. Also, you catch Show over there constantly playing them games, putting out that good content. Shout out to you, Show. Thanks for all you do. Next up on the fight card, we got the co-main event of the evening. We got T-Ferg, El Kukui, Tony Ferguson coming in on mybookie.ag, the minus 175 favorite. The comeback on Du Bronx is plus 145. The over-under set at 2.5. The over is dog money plus 130. The under 2.5 is set at plus or minus 160. What you think about it, Brain?
Yeah, so this is the actual people's main event here, and I'm so excited for this fight, Ferguson versus Oliveira. And I say it's kind of a tough fight to call. I am leaning on the Ferguson side, though, just because of the crazy output he's going to put on. I think he's much better on the feet. I think he's the more durable fighter. I think the last time against Gaethje was the first time he was ever finished in his career. So I think people are maybe a little bit of recency bias with the Ferguson-Gaethje fight there. Before that, we got to remember, Ferguson was on a 12-fight win streak, so I'm not looking into that all that much. What I am concerned about is that the amount of damage he took in that fight. How's that going to affect him physically and in the fight? I know it's affecting him a little bit mentally. If you heard any of his interviews, I don't know. He sounds kind of not all the way up there, but I think Ferguson's going to get it done here. I think I'd be sweating if I was to place a bet on Ferguson in the first round and a half. But if he is able to survive that early storm of Oliveira, I do think he's going to take over. I don't think Oliveira has the cardio or the toughness to last 3 rounds with Ferguson. I think Ferguson's going to finish him here. Oliveira has been finished in 6 of his 7 losses. He's lost by decision once, getting finished by submission 3 times and knockout 3 times as well. If anything, I'd probably look at the fight doesn't go to decision line in this. I don't really want to pay that price for Ferguson, but I think the fight doesn't go to decision is probably a safe bet, or even the under is something you can look at as well. But I'm just going to sit back, enjoy this one, because it should be an absolute war for as long as it lasts.
Ooh, it is. It is a beautiful, beautiful work of violence art. I love it. Hey, just real quick, Preston. Billy has a question for you. Preston, at Preston. He said, hey, at Preston, you're there's a couple Prestons here. At Preston. You see this going 5 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, it should, right? I mean, that's just 1 round. So, yeah. So, Mills has fight to start round 2, I'm guessing.
There you go. Just wanted to set you up, Millie. There you go, brother. Oh, hey, but whoa, hey, we got a couple donos coming in, boys. We got Marshall Allen coming in, Santiago Ponzinibbio, or Muslim Salikov. $2 dono from Canada. We'll go ahead and knock that out real quick. Brady, what you think about that? You got Ponzinibbio or Salikov?
I mean, first look Ponzi, but we got to look into it a ton more.
There you go. What about UP?
Yeah, I mean that fight's in January, and Ponzinibbio hasn't fought in over 2 years. But I mean, Ponzinibbio, when he was on, he looked great. So yeah, I would agree there.
Boss, you got a lean on that?
Nah, not at all.
Yeah, my lean will be Ponzinibbio. I think he'll probably try to light up some leg kicks. We got Big Brandon in coming in too with the $2 dono. Appreciate the love, Big Brandon in. Definitely a supporter of PSR, part of the PSR club. Tony, round 3 or decision at 3.05. What is that? Is that plus 305 in decimal units?
It's either plus 305 or plus 205. I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah, no, don't know that metric, but I definitely. I mean, I personally, we'll let P go, and maybe his answer will answer your question. Big B in, appreciate the support, brother. P, what you think about it?
Yeah, so I had in that sort of Hail Mary parlay that I have. I put the under 2.5 in this fight in that parlay. So I like the under here. I think both guys can finish each other. My only thing that probably won't happen is Charles knocking out Tony, but any 3 other things I think can happen. I think Ferguson could sub Charles. I think Ferguson could knock out Charles. I think Charles can for sure sub Tony out. Very tough fight. Charles Oliveira is definitely one of my favorite guys to watch. The run he's been on has been insane. His striking's gotten levels better, but you're against Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson's very tough to beat. He's really strong, durable. Those shots he took from Gaethje were insane. A little worried with him mentally, though, as Brady said. These interviews these weeks, he's on like Quaaludes. I don't know what he's on. like the guy's talking about being from Mercury and seeing outer space and going to the moon. I'm like, where are you at, man? So
he's smoking on whatever Diego Sanchez is on.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll be honest. And Charles seems like his head's like he took this fight on 3 weeks' notice. He didn't even have to take the fight. He thinks he took it because he thinks he's going to win. He believes himself to be champion next year. So I'm gonna go with my guy Charles here. I'm gonna take the dog.
Oh,
yeah, I'm gonna take Charles to drop Tony in round 2 and then sub him with a darts choke. And then
is this more of a? So this was kind of something that I was throwing in my head. Is this? Do you think that this is the decline of Tony Ferguson? You think we're going to start seeing the decline? Do you think the coming off of Gaethje? Because I kind of have that feel a little bit. I don't know why I have that feel.
Well, I think the decline was when he had his ex-wife put a restraining order on him because he thought the government inserted a chip in his leg or in his brain. I think that happened. Then he beats Cowboy. And I like Cowboy. I'm a Cowboy fan. Cowboy hit him quite a bit. He gets a win against Cowboy, and now we see what Cowboy is. He's lost, five straight. So I think Charles gets this done. Charles has looked really good the last 2 years. Yeah, I mean, I get people kind of discredit that Kevin Lee fight, but man, I think Charles, his striking's gotten so good, and his grappling's really good. Can Tony put the pressure on? Yeah, he could. I just think I can see Charles dropping them and, getting a sub, getting a tap out. So we'll see. I like the under, though, a lot. I really like the under. But for a fight pick, I will take Charles Oliveira.
Nice.
Yeah, if you discredit Kevin Lee, I mean, you have to discredit all Charles Oliveira's fights because Kevin Lee at the time was what, top 15, right?
Yeah, he was, and Kevin Lee was a favorite because he just knocked out Gillespie.
I mean, that was the best of the opponents that really Charles Oliveira fought, and that's kind of what people are alluding to. Yeah, he hasn't had the experience, blah blah blah, and I understand that, dude. But this guy's a high level black belt, like he's had plenty of experience as far as grappling and things like that.
I think they're mirror images of each other. I think
very,
very
really
similar.
Weird. And Charles, to me, man, he looked as ripped and as fucking lean as I've seen, man. He's starting to grow into that body, that frame of his. He's big, tall. I mean, yeah, they're almost mirror images of each other. Tony, man, yeah, he's, he throws a ton of volume, but he didn't throw that much volume, I didn't think, versus Gaethje. I mean, I don't think he definitely didn't look himself, right? I mean,
yeah, that's where I'm struggling. I think I'm playing the recency bias shit. You know what I mean? Like he looks slow. Like if you go back and watch the Gaethje, like he just didn't look like the Tony of old.
But I'll take it a step further, bro. I'll be straightforward with you. I don't think he looked that great against Cowboy. Cowboy was getting clean shots on him too.
Yeah, he gets hit. Like that's kind of
where that would have went. Yeah, if he didn't blow his nose and his fucking eye didn't swell up, like that could have been 4 or 5 more rounds of just them beating the shit out.
Well, even Pettis, I think, dropped him too before that.
Yeah, and then Pettis dropped him before that. So, I mean, to me, it's like the only kind of TKO I can see is if fucking Tony does some kind of spinning back elbow bullshit with him that way. But, dude, Oliveira, you seen his last fight versus Kevin Lee. He was walking forward. He was throwing leg kicks, fucking flying knees, spinning elbows. Like he's added a lot to his, repertoire. So,
yeah, no, I mean, for over 2 years, I've been saying he's getting better and better and better. And now he's getting the big fight. So we'll see.
So, yeah, I mean, that's where it's at. I'm not going to bet this. I'm going to watch this fight. I like both fighters, man, a lot. And I could see both paths to victory. Although I do think Tony is the one on the decline here. And Charles only has, he has a ceiling, a very high ceiling. So I'm going to lean Charles, man. I like the underdog here, and we'll see what happens, man. I'm not going to be shocked either fucking way. I'll be honest with you. That's why I can't lay the money here.
Yeah, boys.
Hardest fight for me to call by a long shot.
Whoa.
And I might be crazy. Tony could just run through this fuck. Who knows? Like,
yeah.
I just don't see Tony being that guy. Like, dude, I don't know, man.
I mean, I'm gonna go with my gut too. My gut's been telling me that Tony's on the decline, that he's whacked out in his head. And yeah, he looked ripped at the weigh-ins, but he still looked a little weird. Like, yeah, he ripped, but he didn't look as strong as like I don't know. There's something about him and it could be recency bias, and I could eat my words come tomorrow. But I'm a Do Bronx fan. Like, I think that he has a legitimate shot to be, maybe even champion in the future. I mean, I think Do Bronx is a beast. And if he plays it right, I can see him picking up that win here. So we're going to take that dog shot as well. I'm not going to bet it. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to enjoy the fight on this one, and and just be a fan. But this, I'm going to take the shot. I'm gonna go Do Bronx. We might be the only panel that is even thinking Do Bronx. I know a lot of people are on Tony. So
yeah, I mean, it's just that I've watched the interview he had with Brett Okamoto. I'm telling you, this guy's in like Mars. Like, he's not in Las Vegas.
Well, also people think that Tony's just gonna, he's just gonna come in there and fucking hit him a few times, and Oliveira's gonna fall. He's been rocked and got back up before in plenty of fights. I mean, he's faced tough competition. He's faced people that hit hard. Like,
yeah, I mean, that narrative too, that he's just gonna, like a lot of people I'm seeing in the chat, he's gonna roll over. Ferguson's just gonna roll right through him. That's from Oliveira like 3-4 years ago. He's not the same fighter. He got better. He's a better fighter now.
But I will be honest. The one thing I think that could is keeping me from betting this is Oliveira will take his, he's okay in guard. So he will fall into guard.
Yeah.
And he'll work those subs big time. I think Tony's good enough to probably stay out of those if.
I could even see, man, I could see Tony having him up against a cage and Do Bronx having his back against a cage, throwing up a tie plum and jumping on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like full blown on him and just like spider monkey in that ass.
He's done that before in the
that's kind of how I see it.
Stupid roll and fucking, homeboy holds on to him tight because his grip's great. And
yeah, I mean, this is gonna be for sure fight of the night, probably fight of the year. It's just gonna be a wild fight, and I think they might just stop it for a cut after like round 2, kind of like the Pettis fight, the Cowboy fight, where someone's just taking too much damage and the fight gets stopped.
See, and I actually think it's going to be more of a grappling battle because I don't know if Charles wants to sit there and necessarily bang with this dude because the volume per se, but Oliveira surprised me versus Kevin Lee. He came out and his volume, especially in round 3, was fucking phenomenal. Like, he was coming out. You could see Kevin Lee declining in with his cardio. And
yeah, the only guy I confidently am picking right now against Charles Oliveira is Justin Gaethje. That's the one nightmare matchup for him, in my opinion. But everyone else, I think he can beat.
And we know Tony's cardio is fucking out of this world. So, I mean, that's kind of a worry. But I don't know, man. I ain't betting on it. But, yeah, I'm leaning with the fellas here on Charles.
Nice. So nice breakdown, fellas. Shout out to the chat over there. I know we got a bunch of different looks over there. We got Jacksonville Zoe in the chat. Shout out to you, Jville Zoe over there. VP Zoe is what I like to call him. We got Locker Room over there. Let me roll through the chat real quick. We got right before the main event. We go about halfway and give some love. We got Dr. Sanjay over here. Chris in the building. Marshall Allen. Greg Sams. Brandon in. Boog in the building. Never could out here. Casual with them balls. AJ Stone out here. Gino Hero. Vince Gator. We got Hazmat Control. Spot on picks. Shout out to your brother. Been rocking a while. Neil the Security. We got all the boys out tonight. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. MMA Parlay King. Oh, snap. Hey, so I was watching my man's videos right here earlier in the week. MMA Parlay King. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. That was me that commented on your video, brother. I like your breakdown style. Like how you do things. Check them out on MMA Parlay King. Maybe we can have you jump on sometime and give you parlay of the night or something, brother. Shout out to you. And we got Danny Sejo out here in these streets, too. He's going to go with Young Brady next week to Miami. I have a feeling that Danny and Nick are going to corrupt Young Brady's baby mind.
Baby mind, come on.
That little young baby mind.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
baby over here.
Yeah, that's that big baby. So
while we're shouting people out, Mo, let me give a shout out here to our sponsors real quick. If you're in San Antonio, Texas, come on by Natural Heights. They're a CBD shop. If you suffer from stress, anxiety, joint pain, PTSD, I'm sure Tony Ferguson might be there later, getting his CBD. 210-592-1060. Go see him off 1880 Nacogdoches Road. That's Natural Heights. And also, Southtown 101, come by, give us a shout. You can see what we do here at Post Sports Radio. Sit at a table, look at us, be fools, and eat a burger, drink a beer, enjoy yourself. It's 101 Pareto, San Antonio, Texas, 78210. Come on down, get yourself a burger, a beer, and maybe some digits if you got that strong Mac Daddy.
Ooh, Mac Daddy, making a Mac. I heard you got
some of these women over here. Yeah,
I heard you got some pretty ladies that are waitresses over there. So, shout out to San Antonio. Go over there if you're in the area. Go shout.
Yeah,
go Slaughterhouse holler.
One night I'll let y'all see him, but that's going to depend on the donos.
Oh yeah, boys.
I got to work something out first. Okay, I got to talk to them. So we'll see what the dono standard is for that.
Ooh, there you go, boys. So get ready. So next up on the card, we got the main event of the evening. And if you're enjoying this evening, make sure you're spamming those likes. Hit that like button, smash it, smish it, as Chimaev would say, Chimit would say, smash it. So also, if you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. And hey, we got a couple extra subs. We're 80 away now. We got a flat 80 till we hit that 3K. So let's keep it rolling. Keep hitting that button. Also, if you could share this link, let people know where you're getting your info, we would really appreciate that as well. The main event, we're getting the lines off of mybookie.ag. If you don't have a book, slide over there and use code PUBSPORTS. If you use cash, you get a 50% bonus. If you use Bitcoin, you get that 100% bonus. Minimum of $100, maximum of $1,000. In the main event, we got Deiveson Figueiredo coming in, the big favorite, the minus 320 favorite, facing the challenger, the baby assassin, Brandon Moreno. The comeback on Brandon Moreno is plus 260. The over-under set at 2.5. We got, it's pretty much even money. We got the over 2.5 is minus 110. The under 2.5 is minus 120. What you think about it, Brain?
Yeah, so Figueiredo is going to close out my Figueiredo and Gane parlay here, and I'm very confident in both guys, especially on the Figueiredo side. I think Figueiredo is probably my most confident. pick on the whole card here, honestly. And like, it's kind of weird. Like I saw a ton of people in his last fight picking Perez, and I don't see that same love here. I mean, you'd think that, yeah, I mean, I think
we're the Perez lovers now, huh?
I mean, if you're gonna pick Perez to beat Figueiredo, you better be picking Moreno. You know what I mean? Because I mean, Moreno, in my opinion, is the much better fighter than Perez, and I do think Moreno's going to make a better account of himself compared to what Perez went in there and did. And I mean, it's so hard to pick against Figueiredo, and I know that Moreno hasn't been finished officially. He was finished on the Ultimate Fighter by Pantoja, but the dude is very tough. But the problem is he has not faced Deiveson, Figueiredo, and like this dude is an animal. He hits like an absolute truck for the 125 division. He has a crazy submission game as well. What I noticed about Moreno is he leaves a ton of openings on the feet. He exchanges and brawls. He's very hittable, and that's just a recipe for disaster for Brandon Moreno here. So although Brandon Moreno is like one of my favorite fighters, I really don't see him winning this one. People are saying that if he's able to extend this into the 4th and 5th round, that he could maybe take over. But Figueiredo, if you saw him at the weigh-ins today, like he's taken his strength and conditioning a lot more serious as of late. He weighed in half a pound under the weight limit there, and he looked good. Like that's the best I've ever seen him look. And it was a question mark because he's making 2 weight cuts in a month, and he's a big dude. So he looked great. Passed the eye test for me, and I like Figueiredo here to with that parlay of Gane.
Very nice breakdown, sir. Yeah, we see y'all over there in the chat. Let's keep it rolling. Shout out to UFC Shark over there. I saw you earlier. I didn't. If I missed you, my apologies. We know we love you over here, brother. You're part of the pub club. Shout out to UFC Shark. Go over there, follow him on Twitter. Big P, what you think about this fight, sir? I know you got a little bit of cheddar rolling on this, right?
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, what's going on, Zoe, Danny, everyone in the chat. And yeah, I mean, it's just like the last fight Figueiredo had versus Alex Perez. We talked about it live on the show when we were on Saturday. They said, am I an idiot? Like, I think you have to be dumb to bet against Figueiredo now. Like, he's proven himself over and over and over again. He's the best guy in the division. All he does is win, and now all he's doing is getting finishes. So Figueiredo inside the distance, if I can find it for sure tomorrow, that'll be the big bet. I don't have it with my book right now, but I have Figueiredo parlayed a few times. Moreno's good. What Moreno does really good is scrambling. So I can see, because I agree with Brady. If you guys thought Perez was going to wrestle Figueiredo, Moreno can do maybe not straight wrestle, but he can scramble better than Perez. And I don't think he'll get as tapped easily as Perez did versus Figueiredo with that guillotine. I think Moreno can, cause some sticky situations, but it's just one punch. That's what I think is going to happen here. I think, they start, Moreno comes forward, tries to initiate some grappling. Figueiredo shrugs him off, hits him with the left hook to the liver or to the head, drops him, gets up, drops him again. He gets up, drops him again. Ref calls the fight. That's what I think is really going to happen here. Fig inside distance, locker room just said minus 190. Yeah, I saw, and see, that's what sucks because I've been seeing people put that out at minus 120, minus 130.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So 190, I still think it's a good bet because he's 320, 315. I see Figueiredo getting this done inside the distance. I mean, maybe not round 1, maybe round 2. Under, I don't think it's a bad look, but Figueiredo is definitely the pick, and I'm not going to bet against him anytime soon.
Yep.
Nice.
And everyone knows how I feel about Figueiredo. He's been my favorite fighter for quite some time. I'm not betting against him here, but I do disagree. I think this goes over 2.5. I really do, man. Brandon's no slum. He's got 10 submissions himself. He does have the scrambling ability, and he can box. He's a better striker than Perez. He's tough. He's got that Mexican spirit. He's a tough freaking dude, and he's deserving to be here at the number 1 spot. He's made that clear. So I think it's going to be a tougher battle than most people think. But yeah, you can't bet against Fig right now. He's the best in the world. I mean, how can you bet against? He's probably the best that's ever been. I mean, I would love for him and Henry to fight because
they've been talking about it.
That would be, just to sum it up.
Oh yeah,
I think Fig would fucking rock his ass too. I think Fig would fucking murder him. So, and then Fig, bring on Demetrius, let him fucking beat his ass again. Like, there's no one that's gonna touch Fig.
Yeah, I think Fig's the future. I think I think that he's exactly what Dana wants, and Dana's about to shoot this kid to the moon.
And look at the weigh-ins today. Like Brady said, I mean, his body, he's taking care of himself. He's spending money on himself. Look at his body. He's fucking ripped. He's huge. He looked bigger to me than Moreno at the weigh-in. I mean, they have Moreno listed at 5'7", and I call bullshit because he looked like the shorter dude today on the scale. Didn't y'all think?
Yeah.
And Moreno definitely didn't look as ripped by any means. Like he
looked kind of a little soft.
Like he didn't have much definition, and I was kind of weirded out by that. I was like, wow, man, he doesn't. But it is a quick turnaround. So, I think the over does hit. I could see a third, fourth, fifth round finish, something late. But, I don't know, man. By sub, by TKO, it could be either way.
Yeah, AJ Stone has a good point. He was first on the scales too, so that's a big thing for Fig.
He's confident as ever. Like, man, he just ran through everybody. It's fucking. We'll see, man.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you, boys. I think Moreno's going to put up a good fight, like as far as good as a fight could be right now against Figueiredo. I think Figueiredo is going to ultimately finish him, but I could see this going into if you got like a round 3 starts, you could probably get it, minus 130, minus, something like that, something reasonable, even like even money possibly. I would definitely jump on that just because I do think that Moreno's a lot better than Perez. He has good boxing. Decent, good grappling. I saw I don't remember if it was an article or where I seen it, but Deiveson was saying that he's going to sub him. He's like, I'm not going to play around with this cat. I'm going to sub him. So he said it in his Portuguese. So I think Deiveson is going to come out. He's going to make an example. He wants to make history with that fastest turnaround for a champion. I mean, my man used to be a barber, and then he was a sushi chef. Yeah, now he's world champion. So shout out to Deiveson. I have him in a parlay. I saw somebody asked about a parlay earlier. My parlay of the, I'm going to do a little Hail Mary, but that's just to play. But my parlay to, that's a decent parlay is I'm taking Fig, matching them with Ciryl, and throwing a little, who was it? It was. Let me check it. It was, let me scroll. Daniel Pineda. So I threw minus 350, minus 400, minus 160, and that gets me about plus 160, I believe, something like that. Yeah, plus 160. You throw them three together, you get plus 160. You could interchange Billy Q and Pineda if you're more confident on Billy Q. They're around about the same odds. And you could even throw Torres in there. It's minus 700. You're not going to get that much squeeze, but I do think she wins, but I'm not going to throw it in there. She'll probably go in the Hail Mary. I think Fig's going to sub him. So that's that. So shout out to Higgins. We got Higgins in the chat over here. Higgins, we about to drop that track for you, bruh. Appreciate the support from you and Cardone, of course. Also, guys, check out Higgins' podcast on YouTube. HIGGNZ has good content. They do some conspiracy theory stuff. They cover music. They cover all kinds of stuff. So shout out to you, Higgins. Anything else you boys want to add before we go, El Jefe?
No, let's just give everyone our quick best bet of the night, and let's fucking go from there and wrap it up with the badass song.
There you go. Big Brain. Why don't you let people know what you got going, where they can find you?
Yep, you can find me on Twitter, DFS_numbers. YouTube is DFS by the numbers as well. And of course on Pub Sports Radio. Probably going to be on here tomorrow night as well. It should be fun. Should be cashing some bets, and it's a really good card.
Brady, what's your best bet?
My best bet is going to be Daniel Pineda to win inside the distance at plus 140. I mean, the dude's finished all of his wins. He's a minus 160 favorite. You're turning that into a plus 140 there. This dude does not know what a decision is. So if he does win, I'd be shocked if it was not inside the distance. And plus, Cub Swanson's been submitted like 7 times as well. So, yep, give me Pineda inside the distance.
P, why don't you let people know what you got going, where they can find you, and what's your best bet of the evening?
Yeah, I mean, follow me on Twitter there at Preston Ekdahl. Here, Pub Sports Radio, YouTube, Friday night, Saturday night, maybe sporadically during some NFL streams. And best bet, it would either be Fig inside the distance. We'll go with what Mill said, minus 190, or I really, really like that over 2.5 Jandiroba Dern.
Same here.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Yep. No, you can find me at MostGreen5P1 on Twitter. Got a little over 10K followers. I'm not stingy with the follow back. You come over there, support me. I definitely support you back. You can find me on here about 5-6 days a week on PSR, breaking down sports, kicking it with the boys, kicking it with the chat. My best bet of the evening is going to be that what P just said, that over 2.5. I'll lock that in at -145, and I'm going to let that baby ride. Collect my bet slip at the end of the night. El Jefe Presidente, why don't you let people know what you got going, where they can find you, and what's your best bet of the evening?
You can find me in the club.
Bottle full of bub.
Catch me at Slaughterhouse 1, at Talking Hands 101, at Post Sports Radio. You catch me here Friday, Saturday nights. Best bet, I'm betting $1 million on Billy Q.
$1 million. There you go.
Lock it up. Lock it in.
Lock it up. So that's that, boys. Also, if you want to give back to the cause, you can go to pubsportsradio.com, pick you up some hitters. Got the Jerry West logo on right here. P's rocking that Talking Hands, looking so buff. Is that an extra large, P? You're looking jacked in that, bro. Then we got the El Jefe rocking the Fireball and Popcorn exclusive. You can check those bad boys out on pubsportsradio.com/merchandise. So that's that, boys. Shout out to the chat. We're about to drop that track for you. You can catch us tomorrow as soon as the fights start, live right here on Pub Sports Radio. Make sure, if you could, hit that like button, hit that bell notification if you're new, and subscribe. So that's that, boys.
Check out this fat song.
Pardon. Higgins.
Talking Hands.
In search of pick'ems, where to go, you need a charter plan. Well, I know Pub Sports Radio can put you on it, fam. So listen now, them bookies want to take you off a man. The chips are down, they talking money, so we talking hands. Talking hands. Talking hands. Talking hands. Mystically predicting we stay moving and sticking. A soda and a biscuit with a 3-piece of chicken. You about to get the whole meal. This is Sports with Pub. Sit down, take notes, join the chat and discuss. We'll be talking some hands, throwing bows and kicking feet, popping jabs like El Cucuy, smashing lines like Khabib. We might be betting the champ or taking stabs on the bum. We only got 2 rules: make money, have fun. It's the night before the fight and we just try and get it right. It's the night before the fight and we just try and get it right. It's the night before the fight and we just try and get it right. Finding some spots and then we calling our shots. In search of pick'ems, where to go, you need a charter plan. Well, I know Pub Sports Radio can put you on it, fam. So listen now, them bookies want to take you off a man. The chips are down, they talking money, so we talking hands. Talking.
Later, boys. Thank y'all for joining us. Tomorrow night it is.
Check us out. We'll be dropping the track all tomorrow night, too. So be locked and loaded as soon as the fight starts. Shout out to Higgins. Shout out to Cardone.
Say it to my face. You want to talk with your hands? Say it to my face. You want to talk with your hands? Say it to my face. Say it to my face.